Tonight we are in the 2019 Volkswagen Jetta S. Let's get some first impressions on what this thing is like to drive and take it on the test route. It is, fortunately, a 6-speed manual. It's bright orange. We have a massive new grille with the 2019 Jetta. Tiny little wheels for some little bit more hefty body proportions. But still, this is pretty true to Jetta form. A little bit bulkier in its design. Nice looking taillights. There's the 1.4 liter turbo engine, which is surprisingly quiet. Nice lighting on the interior. That's the car complaining that the engine is running while I'm outside the car. Let's show you guys the reverse camera here. Nothing super special to write home about. This is a pretty bare bones vehicle here. We've got an eco button, parking brake, knobs for climate control, a little bit of infotainment and information here. You can see your gas mileage over an extended period since the refuel, since start. You've got a little blue eco trainer there. Touchscreen's nice and responsive. Lots of apps, I'm sure. You can connect for your phone and everything. We'll delve into that a little bit more during a daytime drive. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Mirror Link, all good things. Let's take this for a drive. Parking brake automatically disengages when you put it into first and let out the clutch. As is pretty typical with Volkswagens, everything is very smooth, very quiet. There's a little bit of a rubbery feel to the shifter. The clutch is very light. There's actually a surprising amount of pull from this 1.4 liter. Gearing is very tall in this Jetta. I'll show you guys on the highway what it's like, but at 70 miles an hour, you're just sitting at 2,000 RPM. One thing that's interesting is that this manual car has a 2-stage accelerator pedal, as if it's an automatic and it has that kick down. Manual transmission is nice though, easy to shift. You can rev match downshift and get a little bit of heel and toe in there. There's a little bit of turbo lag, but generally things are pretty responsive. Nice turning radius. Really quite surprised at how quiet the engine is in this. Cabin's pretty well isolated too. Let's see how it does around the corners. Little heel toe downshift there. Handling's pretty impressive. Nice and flat. Good steering feel. On turn-in there, the front end was actually pretty responsive. Flat out, still no sound from the engine. And setting the cruise control just under 2,000 RPM, about 1,900 RPM at 70 miles an hour. Should get pretty decent gas mileage with this new Jetta S. I do wish Volkswagen simplified their cruise control just a little bit. I've never really been able to get used to this new system back with the Mark 6 era 2010 to 2015 Volkswagens. They had a really nice intuitive cruise control system. And then they switched to these steering wheel mounted buttons, and I'm not as big of a fan, to be honest. Jetta feels pretty good around these corners. Brake pedal's nice and firm. Traction control, letting us have a little bit of fun there. Second gear is going super high. Second gear is way past 60 miles an hour. Pretty surprised at how tall the gearing is in this. Yeah, second goes up to like 66, 67 miles an hour. Interesting. I think fifth is where sixth used to be in these cars. And sixth is just very, very, very tall geared. At speed though, 70 miles an hour, very little wind noise. Virtually no noise over bumps. It's a very quiet, very nice driving experience. And I will say this particular car only has about 1,200 miles on it. It still has that very, very new car smell. And Volkswagens have always had a nice new car smell. So basically what I'm just trying to say is the new Jetta smells kind of nice. It's good, I like it. Steering's nice and light. This is a little bit more flickable than I was anticipating. Maybe it's just because I literally just got out of the Toyota Tacoma, and this feels like a go-kart compared to that. But for how soft the ride quality is, the handling is pretty sharp. Definitely plenty of power from this 1.4. I do miss the 5 cylinders they used to put in these cars. Those engines just sounded so good. They had so much character. But this turbocharged unit definitely has more torque and power, as well as some benefits with fuel efficiency too. Alright, so those are some first thoughts on the new Jetta. I mean, it's still a Jetta. Not much has changed. I think the design is a little bit of a evolution for Volkswagen. We'll do a daytime video and show you guys a little bit more around the car. But for now, this is literally just my first day in it, and one of my first times behind the wheel. So you're really getting my thoughts as I have them. Anyway, guys, thanks for sticking around. We will see you in another video with this Jetta later this week. And be sure to head over to Winding Road for some straight up POV content on this and the other cars we filmed recently. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Take care.